So this here is much more realistic towards an IB level of what they want you to know. So there's two graphs on there. It wants you to be able to compare them. So it says write down the median score for the boys and the girls. So I'm going to kind of illustrate it here. Okay. The boys median and the girls median. So the girls is right in the middle of 60 and 70, so it looks like 65. Now, if you weren't exactly sure, as long as you're close, you're okay. The boys median looks like it's about 55. Okay. What is the interquartile range for each one? So our interquartile range is third quartile. So for the girls, the third quartile is 80, the first quartile is 50. So for the girls, it's 80 minus 50, which is 30. I wouldn't be shocked if these were the same. For the boys, we're looking at 75 to 45, and they are going to be the same. 75 minus 45 is 30. So the interquartile ranges are the same. All right, so now write down the percentage of boys who score between 45 and 55. This is where you have to remember that there's 25% in each section. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the boys. I'm going to find 45 and 55. So 45 is here. 55 is here. So that's one section of the graph. That means there's 25% in that section. All right, so the percentage between those is 25%. So girls who score between 65 and 95. So 65 is right here for girls. 95 is right there. So you have 1 and 2 sections. Each has 25, which means 50% of the girls scored in that total range because it's two different quartiles. Find the number of boys who scored less than 45. So if I go up to my graph again, 45 was right here. So that means there's 25% here. Now it doesn't want the percentage, it wants the number. But I'm going to start with a percentage. So 25%, which is 0.25. Now it must tell me how many people this looked at. So up here it says there were 60 boys and 60 girls. So I need to know what 25% of 60 is. So that means I take that and multiply it by 60. All right, that's going to give me 15 if you actually do that in the calculator. Write down the number of girls who scored more than 50. All right, so I go to this thing right here. So I'm going right there. So it wants to know how many girls live over here. Well, that's 25, 25, and 25. So 75% scored more than 50. And you got to be able to interpret some things like this. So 75%, which is 0.75. It was 60 boys and 60 girls. So that's going to be 45 girls who scored over a 50. All right, so this is just going to take some practice. Make sure you're really careful with the assessment you're doing things so that you can walk through these one by one